look, it's us. Yay. So here we are. All right, so last time we were here, you guys cleared out this entire cave system. You were transporting some goods for Rockseeker, right? You found the dead horses. It was a trap. You enslaved. No, I'm sorry. You charmed, not enslaved. you charmed after beating the shit out of a goblin, who helped you into the cave and sort of worked through its nooks and crannies as a good pal. Made your way through all of them, including the boss, Clark. You discovered some stolen supplies and a jade statue, which I believe is in your party inventory. That you can decide if you want to return that stuff or not later on. And then you made your way through the rest of the cave and just basically killed everything in your paths. Towards the end there, you found Rockseeker. No, you didn't find Rockseeker. You found a Sildar, right? His travel companion, right? Your relationship is tenuous at best. Not a lot of trust between you guys right now, which is interesting because you rescued him. I believe that next to him was a note to Nick. Can someone remind me, did Nick share the knowledge of the note with anyone, or is he still being cagey?
No, the note we found wasn't to Nick. It was about Nick.
Yeah, and then I gave it to Nick, so he read it, and then he told us, everyone knows everything now.
Yeah.
Although we don't know what the original note was.
Yeah. The original note said that... Nick, it's okay to share this, right? You shared it last time, right?
You're muted, Mark.
Also, Sildar does not know that Nick is Nick.
Exactly. That's the big
Right.
delta.
That's it. Yeah, he doesn't know. He doesn't know Nick is Nick. Sometimes I wonder if Nick knows Nick is Nick.
Who's Nick?
Exactly. So, so this is where it finds you. I believe some of you are. Are you hurt? No, we did a long rest, didn't we? Is anyone hurt?
Yes. Everyone's fully rested.
Still, we're good.
Yeah, you're good, and you've gotten all of your experience points. You got all of your treasure. So I think that sort of brings us to this moment. So let's unshare this map. Goodbye, map. You don't have to see the Krav Maga hideout any longer. Boom. I think what we need some sound effects. He says.
Should we be seeing that map big?
Which map?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Again.
one that's on your...
Yeah, I don't see that at all.
You're muted, Mark.
All
He
right.
figured it out.
Yes.
I'm seeing a question mark.
I'm like,
out.
what were you guys talking about? You're seeing a question mark?
Uh-huh.
I did.
And it has a red X through it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. Is it like... am I
I'm assuming it
confused?
hasn't loaded yet or something.
I'm not
I'll
confused.
reshare it. Share record.
Wait. Is it really small down here?
Oh,
I
this
think
may
it's
take
just
a
zoomed
second.
super out.
Oh.
Yeah. Some little tiny.
Can you zoom in?
Oh, that's us.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
when you zoom in, it's us.
Yeah.
So this is a
teeny.
pretty big map,
I see.
I guess.
Oh,
and I'm not
Wow.
gonna let anyone move. Yeah. So cool. So let's get into some narrative, you guys. So the
Okay.
rooted track emerges from the wooded hillside, and you catch your first glimpse of Phandalin. The town consists of 40 or 50 simple log buildings. Some are built on old fieldstone foundations. More old ruins are crumbling. There's stone walls covered in ivy briars. Are surrounded. Some of the houses are surrounded by these briars, and it looks like this town must have been probably much larger in the past. Most of the newer buildings are set on the side of the cart track, which widens into sort of a muddy main street of sorts, and it sort of climbs towards a ruined manor house on the hillside at the east side of town, which, if you zoom out of your map, you will see. There's no trickery or DM magic in this map. I'm not hiding things or obscuring anything. This is the city. Now, up to this point, you guys have been, for those who joined late, you guys have been on a linear path, right? You did some serial quests, overseas. You got on a boat. You did some things. You got off the boat. You did a thing. This is the first moment where it sort of finds you, with a lot of options. So I pre-apologize to everybody when we first started. Like, this may be messy tonight, depending, and we'll see how it goes. But I will say that there's one more bit. Sildar seems much more at ease right now, and it says to you,
my friends, let us secure lodgings. I'm told the local inn is very quaint.
You have not been here before?
I have been through, but I have not rested here. But I've heard good things. This is an emerging town. It used to be quite a to-do, and then it was really just brought into chaos and rubble. And over the past 4 or 5 years, people have really been reinvesting and coming back. If you'll notice, a lot of these buildings are log cabins and built on the remains of old buildings.
What happened here?
That's an interesting question. What happened was, you may have heard Wave Echo Cave was ransacked by orc hordes. Same thing happened here. The city was ransacked by hordes and hordes of orcs, and just totally laid waste to the settlement. This happened centuries ago, and it's been pretty much abandoned since. But like I said, 4 or 5 years ago, settlers are starting to come back. Really they're trying to escape the hustle and bustle of Neverwinter and Waterdeep, and are reclaiming these ruins, the ruins of Phandalin. It's really interesting, right? Because the settlement has really grown up on the site of an old town, so you're seeing this mix of rebirth and rubble.
Yep.
What else would you like to know? I know a little bit about the town.
Where should we go first?
Well, I think you've got some options here. You've got some options.
What are the options?
I know that. Well, let me tell you. A couple of things. One, we need lodging, right? It's been quite a bad run. So, looking for maybe the local inn. Also, if you remember correctly, you were to deliver some supplies, right? For Gundam Rockseeker. So probably delivering the supplies. We've got the cart, we've got the supplies, and then from there, sort of the world is your oyster. I will say, be leery of the Red Brands. It's a local gang, right?
Be wary of what?
The Red Brand?
Brands. The Red Brands. Yeah, it's a gang.
Okay.
How will we
what
know?
more do you know about them?
I know very little beyond that they cause a lot of trouble in the city, and from what I understand, there's some mystery around this guy. But someone named, I believe it's Glassstaff, seems to lead these scoundrels.
And with that, I think that's pretty much tapping out Mr. Sildar, right?
Where are we on the map, Thomas?
Lower left.
So, lower left.
Oh, I see. Oh, way down there. Okay.
Way, way, way down there.
We haven't
so
really entered tank. We're
so if you,
at that little. Where's the inn?
so like there's a couple of points of interest, right? There's a Stonehill Inn, It's called the Stonehill Inn. There's Barthen's Provisions. That's the place that you were going to deliver the goods, if you remember. There's an orchard off to the west, Edermith Orchard. You have a place called Lion Shield Coster. You have the Thaladin's Minor Exchange. No, that's like Costco. No. There's farms around. In the middle of the town, there's a shrine of luck. Every town, has its own forms of government. This one is sort of in chaos, but they do have a town master's hall where they sort of gather together and try to figure things out. And then again, as mentioned at the beginning, off to the far west is Trensdar Manor, which was sort of the royalty of the original town.
Maybe we should go complete our mission and go to the what was
Sure.
The trading place, or
yeah, and then afterwards maybe go to the inn.
Sounds good.
All right. So let me see if I can select you all. Let's see if this works. This would be new. There's all these icons I've never used before. Zoom in, zoom out, to-do. Shortcut view, eraser mode, drawing mode, mask mode. So many modes.
Depeche mode. Sorry.
Depeche mode, yes, there you go.
Love it.
I just listened to some Depeche mode.
Before we walk into the store, though, let's do a perception check at the door.
All right, so you wanted to go to a store, or you wanted to go to the provisions place, right?
Yes.
Deliver the-
Provisions place.
I called that a store.
All right, so provisions.
Arthen's Provisions.
Yes. And if I could figure out... Oh, wait, hold on. Here we go. I'm unlocking the tokens. And on the map, if y'all be kind enough to drag your characters near the building I circled, I would be grateful.
That's groovy. Where did you circle?
I'm not seeing a circle.
Oh, I see
Really?
it. You have to zoom. You have to zoom way out. It's pretty far.
Oh, I
Is-
see. Okay.
I don't know
Yeah,
where the door is. I went where the light is.
Gotcha. Okay.
With the light.
Might take a minute.
Yeah, I realized I've been finding some lights.
So are we
There's
seeing
one.
any people or anybody as we were walking there?
Yeah, did I not say that? I thought I did.
Yeah.
I am
Like,
off
as
the.
in
I'm off the.
looking
I'm
at
off the
it,
grid
or-
here. Let's see here. Yeah, it consists of this.
Both
All
times.
right. So I'm looking for narrative, you guys. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
Wait a
All
minute.
right.
Am I spot? Isn't it this building in the middle of town? I don't have a circle anymore.
Oh, I erased the circle.
No,
Sorry.
the red one up higher that looks like a backwards L.
Yeah, let me see if I
Okay.
can put a pointer.
No, we got it. I see them.
Oh, there's selection mode. I just found out how to select you guys, so I'll know how to do that next time. Sorry. Oh, I'm learning the tools.
Lots of modes.
I'm kind of hanging off to the side though first.
Tape toe.
Yeah.
All right, and so one of you said that you wanted to roll. You wanted to sort of know what's going on and see if there's any danger, right? So whoever said that, if you could roll a perception check, that would be grateful.
All right.
Do team
what do I?
perception check.
Yeah, Devin suggested team perception check, but what dice is that? Up die D20.
Yeah, well, you go into your skill
Yes.
and then roll perception.
Come on it.
Yeah. So Skylar looks around. He's like, "Guys, I think we're in a town.
Wait, that's
There's
Tato.
some
who rolled.
buildings.
No,
Oh,
that's
Tato rolled that. I'm
Tato.
so sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, I got.
Skylar's
I got
like.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah,
17.
sorry. Tato does channel her inner potato, and doesn't know what's going on. Skylar, you got a 17. That's pretty good. So, yeah, this is as you from what you can tell an emerging town, right? It is. You don't have any background beyond what Sildar told you, but what you can see is you see the signs of struggle, right? You see rebirth, but you also see that this gang has definitely caused some trouble in this town. You see evidence of street fights and damage to buildings. You're not sure if they're just rowdy or wrong.
Did we see any people as we were walking through the town?
You do.
Did we
You
get
see-
a sense of who the people are, and did we see
Are
anyone
they looking
interesting?
at us?
Yeah,
Can we feel eye?
Yeah, so you're welcomed. It's a friendly frontier type town.
Okay.
You're not getting side eyes. These are some people that are pretty rough. They've taken on, this rebuilding of the city. You see children playing in the streets, so it's not just a bunch of miners or specialty humans. There's clearly families emerging, and like I said, it's sort of a mix, right? You walk past a shrine, so there's at least some sort of pomp and circumstance happening here. There's like loose government. There seems to be at least societal rule of law. It doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like a Wild West town where the villains are running the town. These seem like decent, hardworking folk who are just looking for a better life.
Is there a library in the town?
Ooh.
Not an official library, but I'd wager that a number of people or a number of places have books and potential knowledge. And when you guys are ready, let me know. We'll load up Barthen's provisions.
Let's go inside.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right.
All right. Let me know when you can see it.
Oh my. Okay. That looked like a.
The inside is shaped like a giant red question mark.
What?
Yeah. Now, I've
It's just
got
loading.
dose of them.
It's still loading.
Still loading. Don't worry about it.
Awesome. Like, what have I done? What have I done? I'm just gonna drop you
Yeah,
guys
when
on
it's
the map.
loading, we just see question marks.
Drop us in the abyssal plane.
And kaboom. There you are.
Actually, hold on a sec. So I'm gonna walk over to Nick and just say, can we have a word outside, real quick?
Are
I
you guys
just want to
dating?
figure out what our story's gonna be here.
Are you guys dating?
Maybe.
Our story?
Just with respect to you being here or not, and who are we gonna say you are, or what's the deal?
I see.
I figured we should probably figure that out before we talk to anybody.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's our deal? What do? So is Nick's not here? We don't know him, or we know him but he's not here. What's?
So you got to
seems
tell us
reasonable?
what you need because we have no idea what's going on. We don't know if we're protecting you or if we're hiding you, if we're abetting you. We have no idea what you are.
Yeah.
It would definitely be a little bit of protection. Well, actually, it's probably quite a bit because they know who I am, and that I am. What I have is of interest.
I see.
So, it would be a little bit of protection, but I mean, Yeah.
Or should we tell him that we're all Nick Maylock?
I am Nick Maylock.
There's all a little
Great.
Nick Maylock in all of us.
Yeah.
So what's in it for me to not tell them that you're here? Why?
Right.
What's our interest in?
Yeah. Well, there's
So, a real quick question, and this is an important question. Are you doing this within earshot of Sildar? Or are you
No.
guys? Oh wait, because you guys are all
No.
talking.
yeah, we're
Oh.
yeah.
He's
So
got good
Because he's the
stuff.
only.
Oh, is it just me and
Yeah. So drag your.
Yes.
Drag.
yeah,
Yes,
Cyrus?
I'll put.
or we
yeah,
or
Sildar.
are we all talking?
So Sildar's going to be. Okay, so Cyrus is
Where is
moving over next
Sildar?
to Serd. He's up north. So he's Sildar Hallwinter is up. See him in the blue robe.
Yes.
Oh,
The
okay,
blue-
he's
with the blue-
inside.
okay.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I think that'll make this easier. So
When you guys are ready, join me inside. I'm going to go talk to Elmar Barthen. I believe he's the shopkeep. So just find me inside.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure thing.
Yeah, so Sildar's now inside. I think that'll facilitate this a little bit more easy. See, I told you guys it would be chaos tonight. And Karen's just
Yeah.
wanting to kill somebody at this point, I'm sure.
So, all right.
Okay, so what's our story then? Or is Nick just not with us right now?
So so initially when we got on the boat, they wanted. I mean, I'm very thankful that you guys pretty much wanted to come here, because he wanted. I would like to make sure to make absolutely sure that the only people that are on the street are us, Tom.
Sure.
So what do I have to do to make sure of that?
Just roll a perception.
Okay.
And I can tell you, you know, what's the what.
Okay.
And you're gonna really have to bungle this to not know the answer to this, but I'm gonna make you roll anyway.
Okay. Oh my
There we go.
god.
There we go.
God.
We're
I
out of challenge, and we meet the challenge.
yeah. So Nick, you look around, and as far as you know, like you're not even sure that Cyrus can hear you at this point. Right? You learned Apple. As a matter of fact, I think you may be dumber than when you started looking around trying to understand. So,
Amazing.
Cyrus, anyone else want to take a crack at it?
Sure.
Yeah, that's.
All right, who's got a good one?
All right, here we go.
All right, let's do it. Let's see it.
Wait, it didn't roll. Perception.
All right, nice pink die. Oh, you're good now.
Mark's
Okay,
got
good.
big thumbs. Yeah.
So
Big
Mark,
fright.
you see, and again, I didn't block. You can see in every building here. This isn't like a expose your own adventure. You can see in everything. As you can see off to your left, depending which way you're heading. So we'll go stage left. Wait, stage left is right. Anyway, my left,
It's
looking at my
right,
screen.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just going to go left, right, up, and down. Okay, guys. To your left, you can see sort of near the door that Sildar went into, a window. Right. So someone moving somebody.
By accident. Sorry.
It's
How-
okay.
How do I?
Yeah, so you can see a window. You can see some stuff. You can see off past sort of the barrels. You can see that Sildar is having a conversation with Elmar. You don't know about what. You can't hear them, so you assume that they can't hear you. You do hear off in the distance some rebel rousing, so it's probably near you. There may be some action going on, but there's no bystander. There's really not too much to worry about.
Which way is the rabble rousing going on?
Must look at other map. One
While
moment.
Thomas
I
is-
feel
while
like going
Thomas-
to pick a fight.
while Thomas is looking at the other map, can we trust him in there without someone watching him? Like,
I would say,
Yeah, they're probably like.
is he like planning something? We should.
Yeah.
Someone should go in there.
I
Yeah, so just if you look south, there's a big tree and sort of like a building off to the right, the bottom right part of the map. Just beyond that, you see a building, and there seems to be some ruckus down in that building.
Down in which building?
Well, you can't see it in this
Bo-
map view, but if in the other map, you can see the name of it's the Sleeping Giant.
Is it the
It's
gray
a
one?
tap house. Yeah, it's a
Is
gray
it the
one.
gray one
So
to the west?
It's the gray one to the west. Yeah, the southwest.
Okay.
So it's sort of if you
The
like
L
based on where you
upside
are.
down L shape.
Well, so you were the red. You're sort of the red backwards L. That's where you are right now.
Yeah.
Right.
oh, I see. Like directly
Yeah.
west.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me see if I can. I try this drawing thing again. So you are in this building. Okay. Are you
Yeah.
seeing that?
Yes.
Yep.
And
yes.
and the noise you're hearing is in this building.
Oh,
Okay. That
Wait,
is a
which
little-
building?
That's
that
east.
looks like east to me.
Oh, did I say west?
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I think,
you
I,
said
I think I
west.
said. Oh, I meant to say
Alright, cool.
right. The lower right. I meant didn't mean to
Okay.
say. Yeah.
That would be southeast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You just to the west. You just hear the normal hustle and bustle.
Okay.
So, do we want to just like quickly transact our business? Do we think we can draw this to a quick conclusion, or do we want to check out what the ruckus is?
Check
Sure.
out.
Well, I think before we talk to anybody, we still need to get our story straight.
They're expecting me to be here. So
Do you want to be here?
Oh, yeah, I know.
even Sildar,
Mm.
even though Sildar may be playing dumb in terms of how he may or may not know who I am. Because
We did kind of slip up in front of him, I think.
we may have, but the people who are looking for me are had Gundren Rockseeker come to us. So and apparently they've I mean, by telling you all of this, you guys are now in it now.
Hey, all for one for all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we just not?
So
Let's
I'm just bringing you up to speed in terms of where how much these people have been kind of looking for me and trying to
So
get
are
what
we
I have.
calling you Nick or are we calling you Mike while we're in there?
Right.
Let's call him Mike until someone calls us on it.
All right.
All right, that sounds good.
All right. Let's
All
head in.
right.
All right.
All right. So so I will suggest that you guys identify who your leader is in this group. I don't know if you guys want to vote. My heart wants it to be Karen the Barbarian because I think that would be hilarious. But
But it's
So
Cyrus.
a very specific way. Yeah.
Say
so
that again, Cliff.
whoever your leader is, maybe this is just a recommendation. You guys can go chaos mode if you want. Maybe Cyrus, if you're the leader, you lead the way in, and the rest, everybody else can sort of follow you and stack up. That way, we don't get into
who's
this sort of
gonna do the
chaotic.
talking?
You guys, right?
Right.
So,
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just do this so we can.
and we
settle
can
our-
role play this. You guys don't all have to come in. We can just pretend you're all in the room. This is role playing after all,
Yeah.
right?
Theater
I mean,
of the mind.
I'm trying.
Yes. Yeah. No, this is good.
We can all go
I think
stand
I
on the barrels.
I'm unlocking your tokens. So right, you guys can just move sort of willy nilly. Don't go crazy though.
All right.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking back towards, I'm listening if I overhear any conversation between them.
All right. So
You could
hold
hear
on
anything
1 second. Right.
I'll roll a
me a-
perception if you want.
I don't know that. I think it might be investigation actually.
Yeah.
All right.
I only have a 1 for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, there we go.
Oh shit.
He
I
sees
really-
it all. He knows it
Now
all.
you know everything.
Oh, buddy.
All right, so here's the deal. So what you guys hear, and it's not like so they're not whispering. They're having just a conversation, right?
Mhm.
Sildar has been imprisoned, right? And you sort of hear him, being like grateful that this group of elegant eight, I guess I would say, rescued him, but also was slightly, you can hear him talking about how he's slightly confused about how sort of he was treated, and his assumption was that the barbarian's the leader because that's who thumped him. But what you really hear is that you hear some of his exchange is really around wanting to find his friend Gunseeker. So he's convinced that Gunseeker is alive and has been taken somewhere. Right, and Elmar, who clearly it was a little closer to Rockseeker, Gundon, whatever.
Yeah.
Gundon, yeah. They seem to have at least somewhat of a history, so maybe it was through professional dealings or whatever else. But he's just really concerned for his sort of like friend. Who knows? Maybe he owes him money. One can't really know that sort of a thing. You also see that there's a couple of clerks milling around, stacking wagons and moving provisions around. So this isn't some sort of like a sneaky underground place. This is clearly a real place of like a legitimate place of business. You see wagons, you see customers. I'm not going to create an NPC for every possible variation of the number of people that could be in here, but just imagine like a Costco on a Wednesday, right? My wife just went to Costco today, guys, so got it on the mind. So yeah, and so that's sort of what you're hearing is they're really just talking about Barthen.
Hello, friends. We've delivered rescued your dwarf. Did we actually didn't bring the provisions, did we?
No, you did. So that was implied
Okay.
in our last game that you guys were
Okay,
getting the
good.
wagon. That was one of the last things I asked you. And I
Okay.
will clarify. Your game master screwed up. Rockseeker is a dwarf. His companion, as you'll know, has transformed into a human because it is actually a human. Sildar is a human man.
Ah, okay.
So apologies, I done made a mistake. Just like for a while, I had confused Tato with some other character, when clearly she was Tato the entire time.
Exactly.
But all right.
So who do we settle up with?
Okay, so you're okay, got it. So you do you have the supplies that got it's tragic news that Gunseeker has been captured. My heart is heavy. I do hope that you guys do your best to secure him. I know that wasn't necessarily part of your deal. Do you have the supplies that you were charged with bringing?
Yes, we've brought the supplies, and Mr. Sildar here.
And I am very grateful. I'm very grateful for your rescue.
So do we think that it was the same folks who abducted Mr. Rockseeker? Anyone? Bueller?
Yeah, I'm assuming you weren't asking me that question.
Well, no, I'm asking them if they. Well, you said tragedy has struck. Who do you suspect has taken him?
Yeah, I'm convinced. Yeah, I'm convinced that it's something to do with these the damn ruffians that are in this town.
You don't say.
The red
what-
something something.
Yeah. The red
Look,
brand.
yeah, the red brands. Yeah. Oh, horrible. Their leader Glassdoll is just not to be reckoned with. But to be fair, I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened, or who took them.
We can
but these
find
ruffians-
out. This could be fun.
And
okay.
Slider's like,
Yeah, I would truly appreciate any assistance in bringing back Rockseeker. He's a good friend. And there are two other Rockseeker brothers who would truly love to see their brother come through. Nundro and Baden. They're camped somewhere outside of town, I'm sure they are not aware of that their brother's gone missing.
Their brother is Grundon.
I'm
Your
sorry.
brother is
I didn't
Grundon?
catch that. Who am I talking to? What is your name?
Mike.
Mike. His name is Mike.
Mike. That's an odd name. Mike. Mike. I like it. Mike.
Nice and short. Point.
Yeah. So look, I don't know. I don't know if Gundon was taken by on behalf of the Red Brands or something else. But I can tell you that anyone that makes deals with goblins are up to no good.
I mean, it's a little racist, but okay.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons is fueled by racism. So-
Look, we're out in the countryside. It happens.
Yeah. So look, as you guys continue to talk to these guys.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, so let's. I think we can kind of finish our business, settle up. Didn't we have some cash coming to us?
Yes. Do you have the supplies?
Yes, they're outside.
Awesome. So Shimto, that's his son, Shimto, for all I know. So Shimto, heads outside, and you hear him removing the supplies from your party inventory. Supplies are now gone, and oh my god, I'm so horrible with names. Elmar, reaches into his register, and he pulls out 40 gold pieces, which is the agreed upon delivery.
So here you go. Who should I give this? Who should I give this to?
Hey, isn't there a bonus for bringing back the dude?
There could be. That's not between you and me. That's between you and Sildar here. I'm sure that his appreciation will be payment enough. You seem like good folk. Who do I give this 40 gold to?
Yeah, you assume a lot. You can give me the gold. I will distribute it to the party.
Awesome. And so long as the rest of you are okay with this.
Yep.
Yeah. You just put it right in the party inventory. I'm not trying to pocket it. So do we know if Rockseeker had any dealings with these Or are we gonna have to maybe go talk to the Rockseeker brothers?
You mean so the dealings? I can.
Do we
look.
know if he had any kind of dealings with the Red Brands at all that they know of?
You mean the brothers?
Yeah. Well, if Gundon Rockseeker had any dealings with the Red Brands.
Okay. 1 second. I'm okay. I just gave you guys your gold. Your delivery pay has been paid in full. Ka-ching. Let's see, sir. I'm looking. Saddened. Talk amongst yourselves while I look here. See here.
Well, and if he's missing, why haven't his brothers gone to look for him?
Right.
That's a very good
he said
question.
they don't know yet.
Yep.
I think he said they don't know yet. So
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
we
so
can
there's
go
that. Oh,
drop a bomb on them.
yeah. So what was your question, Cyrus?
I was just wondering if he'd actually had any dealings with the Red Brands or not. If Gundon had.
Everyone's had dealings. So he
okay.
They're kind of the thugs about town. So
Or
they
where
may
could-
may or may not be involved in this.
The
Do they have
organized
a-
crime kind of thing.
Yeah. Do they have a hideout of some kind or a gathering place?
They're oftentimes found at the Sleeping Giant, the pub. But
Is
you're
that where
just
all
as
the
likely
noise is coming from?
Yes, sadly, depending on which direction you came from, you may have either passed in front, but you can usually hear them across town, raising holy hell.
What
All
else
right.
can you tell us about these thugs?
They seem like they're up to no good. They love to flaunt, their sort of their power, and they want to make it clear that they're running the town. But to be, oops, I'm not in character.
But to be fair, they're not running the town. They are, we have banded together. We have a sort of a democracy. We meet in our town hall. We vote on things, they're not a pivotal part of this town. They're a plague upon this town.
Do they know that? Do they know they're not running the town? Or do they think they're running the town, right? Who's the name? What's the name of the person that is running the town? Is like a mayor?
Oh, there is no elected official, so it's a collective. We all run the town.
So there's not one person to talk to if we want more information.
Freaking Tommies.
No, not really. There's many people. Look, I mean, if you want information,
I don't know what that is.
I'll be right back.
Here's what we know. We know they have a hideout somewhere, right? Because they have they hold up and they come from out of town and raise hell. We know that. We know that their leader is this sort of mysterious this mysterious person named Glassstaff. But he does not come into town often. But we just hear his name. We hear his name. We don't know. We don't know much beyond the fact that they love to pick fights.
That could be fun. Okay.
I like them. They sound cool.
Okay, I think our business is done here for now.
Do you
Should we
do
go
you
get some
need any
lodging and-
supplies?
Well, we don't know where we're
Yeah.
going next, so.
Well, I'm always here.
Okay, excellent. And the inn is just across the street, right? Or no, it's just to the southeast, right?
And Sildar tells you,
Yeah, we passed the inn on the way here. It was the gray roofed building to the lower left of here, just right down the street.
All right.
So yeah, so it is.
Shall we go?
Shall we?
Yes, let's.
We shall.
Awesome. So let me unshare this map from you. Stop sharing. And you should still have up the Phandalin map, correct?
Yes.
Awesome.
So,
as
is
you
the
can
inn
see,
that building you circled?
No, so that is
Oh.
where the ruckus was coming from.
Oh,
I will. I can do this. I will put drawing mode. I'll put a box around the inn.
Awesome.
Yeah, you know, before we played, I almost labeled everything, thinking like it might be handy to have labels. But but there's no way. Surprise! There's no way in Fantasy Ground to like label things that I could find.
Well.
Sweet. You could draw the labels. I'm just kidding. Don't do that.
I could hand. You know, I said
Yes.
that, and then I thought maybe you can put labels. No, I do not see any way to put labels.
Awesome.
All right, so you should have 3 things circled on this map now.
Yep.
You have you know, the top was the provisions place. The bottom right circle is, you heard some we'll just say some rousting about going on there, and then you have the inn to your sort of the lower left. And off to the left of that, you can also see there's a shrine and some miscellaneous buildings.
Well, should we just secure lodging and then
I believe
figure out
so.
what to do? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's
I,
talk to the
you guys-
innkeeper.
I'm relinquishing my control of the party. Someone else can talk to the innkeeper.
Okay. Loading the inn. Boom. Dragging you guys on. You guys now should see the inn. 2 levels. Right, there's 2 levels there.
Just yet.
Right, so and we're not going to. So I've got to bring this open. So the inn is run by this gentleman named Toblin Stonehill. You know, he's a human. A lot of humans in this town, and you know, there's a lot of people sort of rustling about.
Cool.
So again, role playing. Is the leader relinquished? Is someone who wants to do the talking? There's several people in this inn. You know, what I can say is, you know, in the center of the town stands a large, newly built roadhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. The common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, and all of them are sort of eyeing you with curiosity, right? So while they're friendly, you know, you guys are, you know, an elegant group of 8 that have come upon this inn. So is there anything you'd like to know about? Do you want to pop in?
Pop in.
Who's going to be your
Have a-
Who's going to be your mouthpiece? You just want me to?
We
like,
want
you just want to assume that you're all in? Just
Yeah, let's all go in.
into
Yeah.
go party mode.
Yep.
All right.
Do we want
Let's do
to
that
have this as be like our locale place for since we're here, or
Base of operations, sure.
yeah.
I'm just dropping you all in. Oops.
I'm just trying to figure out where. I'm going to say this very quietly so no one else hears, but like I'm trying to figure out where we should put all of our gold.
Right.
We've got a lot sitting around.
Let's spend it.
Yeah, you do. You do have a lot, and you don't have really any friends right now, right? That you can really trust in this town with all of your gold. So you guys are all in the inn, right? And you know, there's, you know, it has about 6 rooms, and Sildar, you know, where the hell did Sildar go? There he is. You know, Sildar is going to take one of the rooms, so I'm going to pop him into a room. You know,
He's
Was he with us now?
yeah, he's still with you.
Who invited him?
No one uninvited him, so Sildar's like going to pop into the room.
Are we going to get money?
Are you what?
Getting some money from him?
Yeah, did we shake him down yet?
We
Yeah.
have.
Did anyone?
We
Yeah,
have not.
yeah, yeah. He's just off. You know, he's off. He talked to the proprietor. Hold on one second.
Like the actual JP Morgan, like.
Okay, so McGiltuck@siteground.com. It's fake. Oh, I didn't mute that entire transaction. Michelle got a fake fraudulent alert on her phone. It was fake.
Zoink.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh, and Stephen, I'm supposed to tell you in code. Did not get an email with a link with that thing we talked about yesterday.
No worries.
Okay.
I'm working on that problem.
Okay.
Unrelated to Dungeons and Dragons.
Unrelated, but it is related to a fun thing that we're gonna do.
Nice.
Steven and I. Snap crackle. It's dark where you are. You're completely in the dark. It looks like on your Discord. Anyway,
I think that was her phone ringing.
Yeah, her phone's. She closed her little camera shutter.
Oh, that's one way of doing it. Yeah. Right. So there's about 6 rooms here, right? Sildar took one of them. There's now 5 rooms. They're shareable rooms, right? You know, the proprietor is this sort of short and friendly young human male named Toblin Stonehill, right? He's a native of the town of Troubadour, which is a city to the east. You've not been to it yet. He came here to prospect, right? So, you know, like I said, there's some miners and all sorts of good stuff going to happen. But he realized that he knew a lot more about running an inn than he did about mining, so that really wasn't his thing, right? This new town offered him a pretty good opportunity to become sort of established. So as you guys can see in this town, there's quite a few buildings, but this is sort of the most substantial and probably the nicest. He's pretty upset that the Red Brands have been allowed to sort of terrorize the town. You've got a sense that everyone at this town really struggles with the Red Brands. You know, he does, unlike the proprietor of the last place, he does mention that there is sort of an honorary townmaster in Harbor and Wester, right? And he's, you know, while he's not absolutely in charge, he's sort of the leader. But he's done nothing to curtail the Red Brands from sort of raising hell. But that said, you know, he wants to keep his inn, you know, in good shape and his nose clean, so he doesn't really stir up any trouble, right? He doesn't want any retaliation because he does have a wife and kids, right? And 2 of the kids that you guys saw as you came into the town were his.
And they're really cute.
Adores. They are adores.
Coats absorbs. Or adorbs.
My bad. My bad.
Whichever one that is.
So you guys are in this common room, and you know there's, you know, you can see an old farmer. You've got a barmaid sort of walking around serving drinks. You know, there's a miner named Lennar. You know, sort of at one of the tables. You know, and then there's the innkeeper's wife, right? That sort of helps out, you know, around the inn.
So Sildar's up there. I want to talk to his wife. That's who I want to talk to.
All right. So you want to talk to his wife, Trelana?
John over there.
Yeah.
Can
So you
I
don't have to
scoot
move
you up?
around. No, you can just have the conversation.
Am I supposed to talk? I don't know. Do you have to get like people ready?
So,
Does she have
hey
an
there.
accent?
I'm Trilena. My husband owns this inn. I heard you wanted to talk to me.
Just making conversation. You know, we're new in town. You know, do you have any info on these Red Brands that are bothering everyone?
Oh, the Red Brands are the worst. You know, I can tell you a small story. You know, not too long ago, Phil Dendar, he's a local woodcarver.
he stood up to the Rembrandts 10 days ago when they came by his shop and leered at his wife. The Rembrandts are always up to no good. The ruffians murdered him. Several of his townfolk, saw it happen. The Rembrandts grabbed his body, and now his wife, daughter, and his son have gone missing too.
I didn't know I was going to get all that.
So that ain't good.
Wow. Has
was a little
anybody
heavy.
gone looking?
I'm sorry, dear. I didn't catch that. There's so much noise in here.
Did anybody try to go and look for his wife and kid?
We're good people, and we looked about town, but when it comes to taking on the Rembrandt, we're just not there.
I'm
So
sorry.
yeah,
Rembrandts are
it's
there.
like town folk taking on a gang of thugs is probably not a smart move on their part.
Well, that's info. I guess I want a room.
That sounds
Do I
great.
talk to you?
Can we ask them too? Maybe like, do you think we're gonna stay here for a while? Do we want to like set up like this is maybe a base of operations if we can trust them?
Do you all want rooms? This is the finest establishment that you're going to find.
Sure. Yes.
Sure.
That would be great.
That's fantastic. It'll be 1 gold a night.
Per person or for everyone?
Per person.
Or per room.
Per room, I thought.
Fine, you got me. Per room.
All right. Do we get a
So
discount if you're renting for the week? And can you lock the room with the only key?
Yeah, the rooms are lockable, and we do have have safe storage. As to date, the Rembrandts have not stolen or taken goods from this hotel. So your stuff should be safe, but we make no guarantees, right? As these ruffians, they can't be trusted and are unpredictable.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've got so there's 6 rooms here. It would be 6 gold for the rooms.
I don't think we each need our own room. We can double up.
Oh.
It'll be safer
Well, that's
too.
good. That's good because the rooms are shared.
Yeah, so we probably want to fill up the rooms so nobody else is able to get into our rooms, right? Because if they're shared, does that mean like some rando could go in and have a bed if it's empty?
We have 1 room. I'm sorry, we have 2 rooms with 3 beds.
Singles.
We have 2 rooms with 2 beds. We have 1 room with what we would call a double bed. And then we have sort of the we call it the bachelor pad, which is a giant bed with 4 pillows, but we make no judgments here at the inn.
You're so open-minded.
It's a very progressive inn, you guys.
Excellent.
So look.
Do we have enough coin to? Should we just rent all the rooms out just so we know
Feel like
there's
that's safer.
nobody walking around and
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have 500 gold alone in your party inventory.
Yeah,
You guys
should
have
we
like
buy the inn?
you guys have somehow, because don't forget you played at a different city, right? So this is like normally an entry level series of quests. You guys have already done an entire thing. You guys have like 2,500 gold pieces at this point. So, I mean, you can negotiate a week. You can negotiate if you want to negotiate with her, like renting out the inn for the week.
We'll take all your rooms for 2 weeks.
And what's your offer for such a bold encampment?
10?
10 gold for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
I hear the conversation. Tell him no. Tell him no.
My husband says no.
12.
14, but we want silence about this transaction.
Did he say 14? So
Yep.
14.
14 if you can have someone, if you can post someone to make sure no one comes up here when we're not around.
For 14 gold? And that's a 2 weeks worth of work and like that's just not going to happen. Now, I assure you, you're in an upstairs level, and your goods will be secured. Each room comes with its own drawer system. You can put pantaloons and socks and undies all in these drawers. Very, very safe. Did you have something else that you would like to store? I could talk to my husband about securing more valuables in our safe, in our storeroom.
What do you guys think?
Stuff with us.
Load
I mean,
some
like-
good. We got.
I would be more comfortable if we could store and keep the stuff in our rooms and not have to go to a separate place.
All right, that's
And I don't know that we should probably have a guard, because I feel like having a guard during the day will probably, especially in a town that is not / is ran by ruffians, could throw up questions. Why is there a
Right.
guard here that we don't know about?
Damn it! I was so hoping that you were going to stand a guard, and the ruffians would have some excuse to come rob you.
we could hire some red brands to be our guards. That would really throw a wrinkle into things.
Actually,
hey, you know where you might be able to find some. All right, so what's the play here? I feel like we haven't clobbered anything this entire game. Karen has to be like gnawing at the bits right now. She's probably
We
off
want to
reading
find
her
out what
Kindle or
the
something.
ruckus is.
Well, is it so? Do you want to head out? Do you want to spend any more time talking to people at the bar or at the inn? How do you
Did
want
we
to play?
make a deal at the end, actually?
You did.
Okay, because it didn't seem like it was actually made.
So so I'm deducting. I think the agreement was 14 from your gold.
Yep.
So you now have 501 in the party gold. The innkeeper has a big smile on his face. Right? They probably don't get a lot of travel through here. They are sort of this abandoned town. But the second story room is yours.
Who are
So we will
people in the
we
inn?
will- What's that?
Do we care right now, or do we want to just go and get some ale and fight?
Well, I think we need to find out first how many red brands there are even around. We haven't even.
There were
So
so
are
many
you talking to
people
each
also-
other?
5? Are there 20 of them? Are there some out in the hills?
There were the brothers too of
Mhm.
what's his butt that we could talk to.
I just
Gundren?
noticed Sildar is up in the inn already. He's like,
Yeah, he secured a bed, so he's got a bed
He's
at least
already-
for the night.
Well,
He's already
technically,
DoorDashed.
we own his room, so we can kick him out.
You could kick Sildar out.
Karen,
Let's do
if you would.
Red brands.
I'm just kidding.
Why don't we go make a name for ourselves in this town and go see what's going on with those ruffians?
I like
sounds
it.
good.
Do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So are you exiting with any fanfare or saying anything, or are you just taking off?
Well, we take the key to the room and say thank you.
Awesome. So then
We have-
we'll go back to. We will Are you heading right to the sleeping giant? Is that the plan?
Are we all rested up and everything? All that stuff.
Like,
Fully rested.
Just making sure before we go.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We have all our arrows.
Spell slots.
yeah.
Our
Yeah,
ammunition.
have you guys got all your stuff ready to go?
Yes.
Alrighty. So let me share the pub with you. Why am I not seeing anybody? There we go. You are now outside the pub. Am I correct?
Still loading.
Outside the question mark.
Mark will be right back.
I'm gonna guess he's gonna go tinkle.
Yeah. So what do we see?
Well, I'll wait for Mark to get back, and then we'll go through this. Good times will be had by all.
My map's still loading.
Mine too.
Is it really?
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that big.
Shit.
I just have 3 varying sizes of question mark on my. Oh, sweet.
There we go.
There we go.
Yep. Good stuff.
Oh.
Tom, would it be any better if we closed the old maps, the other ones? I'm not sure if it's
you
like
can
a.
Yeah, I don't know if it depends on your system, yeah, because if the maps may be more significant than your system can handle.
Be me.
Alright, I'm just gonna close.
Oh, okay. Here I am. My computer's like.
All right, so you guys all have the map?
Yes.
Awesome. All right, so is Mark back? I don't see
No.
him yet. We'll wait. Yeah.
Hey, Lucy.
Looking. So, Red Brands stole a dingo, ate their baby. Is that what happened? The dad died. And we've got a missing mom and a child, or 2 children.
Yeah, there's a missing family.
Yeah, missing family and a missing dwarf and.
Jeez.
Does anyone truly miss a dwarf?
Little people are people.
Absolutely. All right, so we are in the Sleeping Giant. And as soon as Mr.
Well, we
Mark
are
comes
not
back,
Right? Shouldn't we kind of perception or something, since these guys we just kind of want to know what we're getting into before we go in, or are we just going to go in just like John
We're going to
Wick?
look at kind of check it out. So these other
Yeah.
buildings are homes, right?
yep.
Are people in them? What time of day is
Oh,
it?
you mean off to the right? So this is a tap house, right? And I can repeat this when Mark gets here. So it's a tap house. So it's a combination of like an inn and a watering hole, right? So it's like think pub / brothel / hotel, right? So all of the buildings within eyeshot that you guys can see, those are all part of the same inn. They're just sort of disconnected.
Okay, so there's 4 buildings, so right?
Yeah, and this one is there's 4 buildings and like a storage shed.
Okay.
Where's the rowdiness coming from? I'm gonna investigate.
So you're hearing You're hearing a lot of background chatter. You should be literally hearing background chatter if you have Sirenscape going.
Yep.
I do.
Are there people that we can tell in the other 3 buildings?
I'm sorry?
Can we tell if there are, are there people in the other 3 buildings? Like, I'm kind of worried
yeah.
about an ambush.
So you're going to have to roll a perception check for that.
Okay.
And you got yourself a 16. Yeah, so you can hear a variety of like people coming from at least the main building to the north, as well as the building sort of off to the right. You hear some hubbub in that building. You sort of spin to the south and you sort of put your hand on your ear to sort of hear if there's anything coming from down there. And indeed, you hear at least 2 people in the building to the south. As you sort of spin your way around, you can't get really a read on the building north of the inn. And you also hear some crunching about of grass that implies that maybe not everybody's inside.
Okay.
Now, your perception tells you, that they don't know you're coming, right? They don't know you're looking for a fight, right? So there's very much a world where, you don't have to go in with guns a-blazing, right?
Did we ever get an answer to how many people are in this gang? From the inn guy?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand what you said.
Did we ever get an answer from the inn guy about how many people are in this gang?
I don't believe we did.
No, no, you didn't get a direct answer. They just know they're bad news.
All right.
I say we go in.
In where?
I don't know. Let's take them out. Are we gonna kill them all?
I mean, is
Let's
that what
just
we're
do
here
it.
to do? Are we here to fight them? Are we here to find
I want info.
specimens? Or
I want info.
Yeah, maybe we should just mosey in and see what happens.
To the
Just
main.
Like in,
fight
like in a
for
western.
us?
Yeah, in a western where you just go in and go into the saloon, wait for trouble to start.
Okay.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we roll? Because thank God Karen might get her wish. Let's just assume that I'm going to ask you guys to do roll initiative.
Group initiative. Oh yeah.
And Sildar is not with you. I'm going to remove him from the combat tracker. Sildar, remove. Delete item. Delete. And roll initiative for the people. So Mark, while you were gone, some things did unfold. There was, there's at least a couple of people in most of the buildings surrounding where you are. You are unsure of how many are in the main building versus the other buildings at this time. So, what do you guys want to do? What's your marching order?
I have an idea. I have.
Yeah.
Let me see. I gotta see what the actual spell is. Probably should do that first. Oh crap! Can I only cast this on myself? Yes. Never mind.
I would. You did. Since you never told me what you were trying to do.
Well, I was gonna try and just. I was gonna try. It was gonna be a benefit. I was gonna try and have Karen, if he's okay with it, walk in and be like kind of like the out of towner ruffian outlander, and maybe have him give him a list of questions to ask the people inside, because I think out of the group of us, he looks the most rough, or either that he looks intimidating enough to where if people don't like him, they would be more willing to talk to him based on intimidation. Whereas like somebody like me walked in there, they'd be like, who's the teacher? And I don't know, maybe he could go in there and kind of like ask a line of questioning, but and I was going to disguise him a little bit, maybe like clothe him up with some like make him kind of look like he's been rough, like he's maybe seen time behind bars, he may have a bounty on his head, stuff like that.
And you're talking about Karen, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Karen's a half orc, I think. Yeah.
I think there's intimidation.
Everybody's going to be pretty intimidated, hopefully. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, Karen's about 2 seconds from just going in there and ordering a beer. So.
Oh.
I'm right there with you.
All right. So, I'm going to unlock tokens. You have free movement because you're not in combat yet. Pop into the bar where you want to be, or wherever. I need someone to move. Like, where do you want to be?
All right. I'm just gonna bust up through the doors, and we'll start there.
All right. So I gotta find who's what here.
Where's the bar?
Yeah, I think the bar's over here. Yeah.
So you should see some of these guys appearing. This guy is. Hold on. Attractively durable. Hold on. All right, so this guy is visible. You've got another. So you got up against a bar. You see a guy named attractively durable. He's visible. You see someone named Small Bones. Also visible. In the lower part right of the room, there's a gentleman named Black Whiskers. Is now visible. And am I missing anyone? It seems like I'm missing somebody. That's that. So that's what's inside, the bar. And what you're seeing is like this is a rundown tap house, right? It's dirty, it's dangerous, watering hole. It's at the end of the main street, right? And honestly, it's frequented by the Red Band thugs, and it's operated by this surly female dwarf named Grista. So, Grista, you see her up against the edge. She's, she looks at you, and she's like, "You want some ale?"
She says, "What?"
Yeah, what?
You want some ale?
Yeah.
Yes, please. Ales all around.
Then find yourself a table. I'll be with you shortly.
So, yeah, so you're there, and these ruffians, look at you, and they just sort of get this sort of shit-eating grin on their face, and they sort of start to eyeball each other.
Can I say, when we were walking into the bar, I just had this instinctual thing, like when you walk into a bar with a large party, like somebody grab the table.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you guys are sort of settling in, another one pops through the door. It's a ruffian named Limp. Right, and then you hear outside. It says Nick, you're outside, right?
Yes, I'm probably gonna stick this one out because I don't want anybody to recognize me if they do.
But we got a table.
So Nick, you see coming around from behind, just sort of stops in the street, minuscule middle finger, sort of pops into place, and then he's met by another gentleman named Stylus Bristles, who I've got to find. That's Black Whiskers. Man, it's hard to find these guys. So what are we up to now?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One outside, 4 in.
4 in, 2 outside.
Have they noticed me?
Right.
Or seen me at all?
Oh
They
crap!
have.
2 outside now.
Yeah, so there's 2 outside, sort of on the stairway. And look, they weren't like they seem just interested that you came to this pub. This is their place, right? The 2 outside, they didn't see anyone else, Nick. They came up afterwards. They just sort of see this sort of gentleman in a flowing robe with a pointy hat, and they just sort of like look at each other and laugh, right? At this monstrosity that's on the porch. So what up?
Well, they haven't done anything aggressive yet. We can just sit down and enjoy our beer. See if they give us trouble.
All right, so so Grista brings you guys your beer, and she said, you need anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask her if she has seen glass staff around.
Glassstaff. Glassstaff, the red band.
And then like the rest of the sort of the thugs who sort of get silent and just sort of look, and she just sort of shakes her head and sort of backs away.
But yeah, he owes me money.
I have a hard time believing that Glassstaff owes anyone anything.
Oh.
And one of them, one of them, starts to sort of sidle up.
Okay.
Well, all right. He who started this conversation, what do you say now?
Okay, so I'm going to try to do a little persuasion roll here. I said, "Oh, did I say he owes me money? I mean, I owe him money, and I need to get him some money. Where can I find him?"
Nice roll.
Nice.
That's more like it.
Is he in town?
No, he's not in town. He's out of town. But I tell you what, you give me the money you owe him, and I'll make sure he gets it.
That's very kind of you, friend, but I don't think that's going to happen.
And why's that? How much does he owe you? How much do you owe him? My bad.
I think that's between me and Glassstaff.
How did you meet Glassstaff?
How did you meet Glassstaff?
He's my leader.
How did you meet him?
How does any lad with a troubled past meet a leader?
That was cryptic.
He found me. He found me. This is my family, these men are.
Interesting.
No, I've got nothing to say to this guy. I just wanted to find out if we could figure out where he is.
Will he be in town soon?
So why don't you give me that money you owe him then?
No, I think he needs to come here.
And the other guys
Or
just
you
sort of
take
start
me
to sidle up to you a little bit.
Aaron.
So
Yeah, I think the squishies should start finding a corner before stuff starts popping off.
Yeah.
I found my corner.
It's about that money.
Yeah, either you got to take me to him, or he's got to come to me. You're not carrying my money for me, sir.
Oh, I moved Karen. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm worried about Cyrus, and I feel like Nick, you're hanging out there too, pretty exposed.
Hey boys.
I'll figure it out.
Hey boys. I believe this one here. This one here is carrying some money. Seems that Oak Glassstaff doesn't want to pay up. What should we do about it, boys?
I say we make him pay.
And you hear
Wait, I said he owed me money.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't you're not gonna at this point you're not gonna Abbott and Costello your way out of this. So the gentleman in the lower right, gets this big ass grin on his face, and he's got about 3 teeth in his mouth. Manages to pull his fingers up to his mouth and blows out this like horrifically loud whistle. So he whistles, right? It was a come hither whistle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Nick, you hear it like just echo out of the building.
We attack. I think at this point.
So I'll give you one more round of like, what do you want to do?
Need to be on the offensive right now. Like,
Do we want to get outside? Does it be better for us, the ranged folks?
I don't want to.
Or are we just gonna tear this place up?
Yeah.
Well, probably a bit of both, right?
All right. Well,
All right.
let's,
In GM mode, now, your tokens are now locked. You're now locked into moving only on your turn. Let's get ready to rumble!
well played.
So, you're in combat now, and we're just gonna start at this point. I'll give you guys the advantage. I'll give like little Zippy. He's up first because he got the highest initiative. I'll give him the first attack if he wants to do something. But attractively durable, who's been negotiating with you, Cyrus. His next move is to slit your throat. You've basically told him that you're carrying money, and that his boss, it belongs to his boss, and he's not dumb, right? So he wants to either deliver the money or take the money. It doesn't really matter, so long as you're at the dead end of the stick. All right.
Little Zippy's gonna go invisible.
Wait, can little Zippy do that? I forgot.
Yes, he can.
What hokery pokery is this, little Zippy?
Wow.
All right.
That's
so is that the action? Is that the action that little Zippy's taken?
Yeah.
Is this
because now we're not gonna know where he is.
I am gonna say to Red Bread Ruffian, I didn't mean to say that I had the money on me.
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Too little, too late, friend. Too little, too late. Where are the rest of the boys?
On their way, I wager.
I have no idea what these voices sound like. It could be if you were to hear me, it's all me and my voice doing all these voices in my voice. It's super confusing. Anyway, so little Zippy's move is to what?
Turn invisible.
Just go invisible? That's it. So he's done with his turn? All right, so
Yep.
little Zippy is invisible. Let me add that effect. Do-do-do-do-do-do. All right, Little Zippy's invisible now. All right.
Do you want the next initiative?
Now it is now Smallbone's turn. So he's sort of like done. He like immediately to his next to him is Karen. So hold on, he has something called Ruffian makes. So he gets 2 attacks because the ruffians have what's called multi-attack. If anyone's interested in knowing about it, I drug the description to the window. So attack 1, Karen, which is a miss. Attack 2, Karen. Another miss.
Multi-pass.
Yeah, and he's no fool. He's no fool. He's gonna take a step back for his movement, and his turn ends. Brings us to Tato.
Okay, so I am going to attack, obviously. So I'm gonna move up.
All right, I approve.
Wait, where's actions? Okay, and guess I'm not within 5 feet of anybody right now, am I? Do I have initiative at all on him? I don't, do I?
Nope.
Okay.
You moved within 5 feet, though, right?
Yeah, but if I'm within 5 feet of another foe, like if someone else is within 5 feet of him, that's his foe, I get initiative. That sneak attack initiative, but okay, so Swart's hard. Okay. Oh, the dice, sorry. Okay, and then I'm going to dash away.
Dash away all. Yeah, yeah, this has been a whole lot of misses. The barkeep, she's moved her way back into the back corner and just is sort of looking sort of befuddled at the number of misses happening. It's like she's never seen a fight where so many people haven't connected.
Okay.
All right, so you've dashed away.
Yeah. Where's the tracker?
And I'm having interesting issues where your stuff's not moving for me. Okay, what was that?
Give that combat tracker open where we can end our turn. How do I open that?
Yeah, you should have it open.
The sword in your upper right.
Oh, I see it. Okay, and now I've ended. Okay.
All right. A ruffian Black Whiskers, takes a look at Skylar and says, "Have you met my multi-attack?" And it is a miss for the first attack.
Nope, sure haven't.
Oh my god, it's a fumble.
Sorry, Black Whiskers.
All right, so guess what, my friend? So you are blessed.
Nice.
Sweet.
Hold on, I gotta find it. Bless, B-L-E. There it is, bless, for 1 minute.
I got a feeling for the barmaid, this is like witnessing being on the outside looking into a LARPing match.
All right. So not only did he miss you, but he blessed you.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
what you get bonuses to your attack rolls, I think.
Yeah,
Or
you get attack
saving throws or attacks.
1d4 save. All right. Next up is minuscule middle finger. So minuscule middle finger. Where is he?
Outside with me.
He's delighted to take a crack. So the first thing that he does is he yells out
"Get a move on, boys!"
And he's gonna move up to melee, and he's going to multi-attack Mr. Nick. Oh, I'm sorry, Nick.
Oh shit!
For his first attack, Nick takes some heavy damage.
Oh,
Second
shit.
attack. so minuscule middle
really?
finger is making up for is making up for all the misses.
Yep, that's it.
Noodle.
So you guys you guys hear
Yeah.
like some guttural sounds, and then like the sound of a pointy hat, crinkling up and hitting the ground as Nick falls to his death. The way saving throws work, and Nick, sadly, I think this is not your first saving throw. You have to get 3 saves before you get 3 fails, or you have permanent character death. Well, that's not true. You have resurrectable character death. So your party could choose to carry your body with them and take you to a temple. All right. So Nick, I am so sorry. Your turn is over. The ruffian middle finger, he's going to hang tight because he's going to try to take you out. Fabia, you are up.
I'm assuming I hear them attacking Nick, right? Because I'm right by the door.
Oh yeah, you totally heard. Yeah.
I'm gonna go out there and try to sink some arrows into that guy.
It's as if you have an affinity for this wily character. All right, you can move your that's your not through a wall. So 5, 10. There's 15 to get you outside.
Okay, that works.
So you see Nick's crumpled body, on the porch. Your guys' voiceover of what you guys are doing is super boring.
Sorry,
Oh.
I sink an arrow into him.
Yeah, you sure do. And he reels, right? Because he was sort of marveling at Nick. Now, unfortunately, Nick can't enjoy this because he's fighting for his life. All right, Fabia, you have some movement left if you want to move. You've moved 15 feet of your 30. Oh, I'm sorry, you have 35. You have another 20 feet you can move if you wanted to.
I will just move a little off to the side.
All right. So you'll have some partial cover, unless that person moves. Did it move for you?
No.
Did the green box? Something weird's happening, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like
It's
the
not-
token is disconnected from the thing.
Yeah, it'll catch up in a second. All right, so Fabia, end your turn, and Karen, it's clobbering time or whatever your catchphrase is going to be.
All right.
That's my purse. I don't know you. That, by the way, that is a Bobby Hill reference for any King of the Hill fans.
I don't know you. That's my purse.
That's
Right.
perfect. Bobby, don't say that. People think you're not right.
All right.
Doesn't he try
So
to kick
Fabia's
his mom in the balls in that episode?
What was that?
Yeah, he did. He did. That's when he realized that his mom doesn't have balls. All right, Karen. So that is not your purse. What's your play here?
All right. I'm gonna start with attractively durable over here. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. So roll it. That'll do. And
Nice.
Nice roll.
damage in.
Ooh, nice. Nice.
One down.
Nice.
Start.
Go.
And let's see. I'm gonna just move a little bit and remember how to turn.
All right.
Oh,
And,
okay.
and your character
And-
and your token will catch up at some point.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, you have failed. If you zoom in on your character, you have failed your first saving throw.
Yeah, I saw that.
Moment of silence for Nick Maylock. All right. So,
If we can get to him, we can try to heal him.
Skylar, it is your turn.
Oh yeah.
You are blessed, my friend.
So I'm gonna target this dude, Whiskers, and then do I get any advantage on this?
Whatever bless, it'll already be auto. You don't get to click advantage. You'll be automatically blessed based on your stuff. So basically, you get a 1d4 extra if you hit.
Is it? Yeah. Was that damage or is that attack? Like
Attack.
It's attack.
Yeah. Okay. So extra 1 to 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
It
attack.
should do it automatically.
I'm just trying to figure out it's better to use this. Trying to figure out the most powerful weapon here.
The sound effects are great here. How did you get your knife so sharp?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
You know, I have to sound engineer this shit, right? Just so you know.
I raise up my great sword.
Great sword.
Throw down on Black Whiskers. Oh wait, I rolled the wrong thing. Oh, I got 15. Oh, that's the +4 I see.
Yeah, you got it. It's all good.
All right.
So you hit. You hit hard. Your great
Nice.
sword comes down upon his skull.
And
But the question is, how far into his skull does it wedge itself?
And I rule to not get that big of a hit.
I'm trying to decrypt what happened.
Yeah.
I'm not
What's
sure what
the
happened either.
concentration about? I don't understand that.
Did you roll damage? What did you roll on him?
Roll the 2.
Yeah, he did. He rolled a 4.
Would that have been in reaction to the bless?
Oh, maybe.
Okay, so I'm guessing that if I'm guessing that that's the constant, like that it would have he succeeded against the save and it would have done additional damage. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, you look at it, you hurt him, and that's what matters.
Yes. Moderate damage. Very good.
Moderate, yes, moderate. It's not a one-hit Karen kill, but it's pretty good. Go ahead and end your turn, Skylar.
Yes, I will now. Done. Oh wait, did I go too far? No,
Nope, it's Cyrus. You can only, yeah.
All right. Well, Cyrus gets this really nasty gleam in his eye, and he points directly at Small-Boned. And
Small Bone sort of
says,
pivots.
and I say my magic words, and I cast Guiding Bolt.
What were those words you were mumbling?
You'll find out.
Oh yeah, but
There we go.
Critical roll.
Okay. So what is...
Let's see. Hold on. Effect: subtract 20 from all NPCs' initiatives and take the absolute number. Those are the new initiatives for the remainder of the encounter. Effective immediately. Okay, hold on. I got you math.
nice.
Oh.
I'm out of that.
What does that even mean?
Subtract 20 from all of the initiatives? What? So basically they all go after us?
They like flip. Well, no, it like flips almost, which is really dumb.
It is
Well,
dumb.
can I do my damage?
Yeah, go ahead and do your damage.
Is this all right?
Yeah, we can.
So-
If you'd like, we can ignore this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna slow us down. Okay, so Red Brand Ruffian.
Oh
What
my
the hell?
god!
What's that?
Wow, that does a lot of damage.
That was a fistful of dice.
Oh my
You get
god!
36 points. So this ruffian just fucking explodes. Right? And since you got a crit, what I'll let you do is roll damage on an NPC of your choice in the room. Who's left? That'd be Black Whiskers.
Okay, Black Whiskers it is.
Not
Yeah.
limp.
Damage.
He has to be within.
It might be looking
Yeah,
at who's going to attack left. Who has an attack left in the turn?
Who does?
Stylish.
Red Brand. Red Brand Ruffian, actually, who is right next to the guy. I'll go for Red Brand Ruffian.
Limp.
There you go. I'm not sure who you're targeting.
Red
There's
Brand.
two Red Brand ruffians, one named Limp and
Yeah.
one named.
Oh, sorry, Limp. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah,
Limp.
but I targeted. The damage went to Limp. Yeah,
That was good. I was right.
yeah.
You know what's interesting is I don't see what you guys are seeing. I don't see anyone named Limp.
Oh,
Limp,
Limp is
Middle of the room.
right by Karen.
he's standing
Next to the
right
two dead
next
guys.
to a small bone.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. I do see him. I thought that was Karen. You're right. Hey, did you guys notice the attention to detail? They have a little red band.
Yeah.
You're
Very
welcome.
nice.
Very
I
clever.
misread their name as Red Band Ruffians, but it's Red Brand. So whatever. All right. So Cyrus, you still have movement if you want to move.
I
Let's.
think you're pretty good, actually. Like
What's
that's a safe note. It seems like
Yeah.
a safe note. Yeah.
I think
You don't have any cover, but you know.
I'll stay here for the moment. They don't seem to have any ranged weapons. Okay.
All right. And then so Nick, what's going through your head is like, no one's coming to my aid
No,
except for Fabio.
Oh,
It's Noodle's turn.
Noodle.
isn't
It's noodle
this where
time.
Mom,
it's house? Okay, listen. Isn't this where I can use the crap? What was it? Spare the dying.
You can do. Let's see what you got here.
got
You can
spare
do.
the dying.
You could just do a cure wounds on him.
Isn't he like dead?
No,
You
cure
can-
wounds
both
will
will work.
bring him back.
Yeah, spare the dying will stabilize him so he doesn't get permanent death. Cure wounds will heal him, partly at least.
Let's do that. That's what he wants. I got excited.
yes,
Wait.
please.
Okay, so then I drag the little thing.
All right.
Uh,
You drag the
Did I
plus.
move?
You did. Ignore the stupid token thing. I don't know what's going on. Nice.
Excellent.
Thank God.
Yay!
So Nick, Nick it was on the floor. He sort of raises up and quotes a movie, of course, and says,
What happened? I
who's on
blacked out.
top and who's on top and who's on bottom now. And then he looks around like, anyone know that movie? Anyone? No one? No one knows that movie? Waiting for Guffman.
Oh, I missed that.
Parker Posey, when she does her audition, she it's a comedy. She does this really dark. Who's on top and who's on bottom now, bitch? So, anyway,
I don't remember
went
that.
dark. So- all right, Noodle. You can move or end your turn. You have you moved 1. You moved 15. You have another. You have another 10 feet if you want to move.
Because I still see inside.
Yeah, there's no. I didn't put up walls or anything on this stuff. So you can move.
I'm just gonna lay back here. I'm gonna stay at the door, but I'll stay outside.
All right, that sounds like a plan. All right, go ahead and end your turn.
but my thing didn't move. It still shows that it's over there. So
It actually moved, but it's not. It's weird. When you move your turn, it'll probably catch itself back up.
okay. I'm
Red
looking
band.
for. I'm ending my turn. Hold on. I lost the combat tracker in behind one of these friggin' maps here that we've got.
You can
Oh,
close
there it
every
is.
map except for this one.
Did it end
All
it?
right.
Okay.
It did, and Stylus Bruschels. Let's see, how far can he move? He can move 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You're making a new friend.
Yeah. Just remember who was my hero growing up.
I don't know, but he missed. Does that help?
Yeah.
Well, he missed half of his hits. So, you had just, fresh from the joy of healing Nick, you see someone, swerving and, or swinging at you and misses. But he sort of, like a Little League baseball player, comes around again and connects.
Zoink.
And you feel a slight twang in your lower back as the end of his sword just sort of pierces you, but nothing too significant. He's out of move and he's out of his turn. Hold on 1 second. Cool. So now we're up to Limp's turn. Yeah. So Limp reads the room and is quite honestly scared shitless of by Karen. So he pops over behind Skylar because he's no fool. So he's taken half of his move. He attacks and nothing but net. He does a second attack. Oh, he does. So he goes 5, 10, 15. He pops into this room over here and sort of hides behind this couch and ends his turn. So little Zippy is invisible.
Come on, do some damage, Zippy.
He's gonna attack the one in front of Noodle.
Thanks.
Little Zippy coming into the game. So, as little Zippy does so, wow. So, little Zippy, in normal little Zippy fashion, brings this red man ruffian to within to death's door, and as little Zippy plunges his poison into this ruffian, the ruffian cries out,
Where you at, boys?
Shit.
and you see just across the courtyard 2 more ruffians emerge, and then from the south, and then from the east, 1 more missing left knee. Where's missing left knee? Bleep bloop. Comes from another house. And the guy that's coming out of the house to the right, yells back,
Got some action out here, boys.
so it leads you to believe there might be a few more people. And I figure we could do a couple more turns, but I just wanted to give you guys a heads up that we're just about at time almost. Whose turn is it now? It is Little Zippy. Did you end the turn, Alicia? Is Little Zippy moving,
Yeah.
by the way?
Oh yeah, I'll have him come by me.
Has anyone told you like cheese? I'm sorry. I'm now hearing the quote. All right, so little Zippy moves to the left of Alicia, and that ends his turn. It's now Tato's turn.
Okay. I'm going to move here.
Alrighty.
And wait, where did I go?
Did you
Oh,
move
that's-
yet?
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Who's more wounded? Stylish Bristles or minuscule middle finger?
Look like
Stylish
stylish
bristles.
bristles is more wounded.
Okay, then
Yeah.
I'm going to attack minuscule. And since I'm within 5 feet of Noodle, right?
Yep.
I get the
And
what's it called? The sneak attack. So do I have to do that here? How do I do that? I forget. Okay. Sorry, guys. I am
No, it's
going
all good.
to.
there we
Right?
go.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to sneakily attack him. I'm going to raise my sword and go, get away from him. And swish.
And you miss.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
No.
And you know these guys are assholes, and he's like,
You hit like a girl.
Can I
because
kick him now?
they're totally sexist, right?
Of course they are. Okay, I'm just gonna stay right here. I'm not gonna dash away. So I'm gonna go.
You're not gonna run away.
No.
All right. Black Whiskers is up. Where the hell is Black Whiskers? Oh, there he is. He's got
So
a double
do
attack.
any of
from
them
his sky- Yeah.
Do any of them seem like at least a little bit intimidated since we've like
Yeah. No, they
Okay.
have. That's why they're calling back. But see, here's the problem, because I read a book this weekend that suggested, people do fear for their lives. These guys are stupid, right? And they're bandits, and they're like part of a thuggy gang, and they keep expecting the rest of their friends to show up, right? So you're gutting people, but like, they're kind of okay with that. Plus,
they're being
you guys-
optimistic.
well, you guys missed a lot, right, at the beginning. So I took that into account. Like, like this guy, I'm like, would he run away, and and read the room? Like, well, you'll see. So he just missed. He just missed twice, Skylar. So he now has 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right. So he's run away, and don't forget, someone else also ran away earlier.
Yeah.
All right, so that ends his turn. Middle finger gives Nick the middle finger. Poor Nick, man.
Good God.
Wow.
If you're gonna hit one character today, make sure it's always Nick Maylock.
Oh no.
Attack 1 hits hard. Attack 2. Oh Jesus!
Shit.
I almost feel bad about this. So,
Almost.
So Nick.
We need to keep you in the back.
Yeah.
Yep.
We got to start working your tactics.
Yeah. So Nick. Nick's like, "Hey, what did I miss?" And then passes back out.
If you die 3 times in a session, that's a turkey, right?
Yeah. A hat
call
trick.
that?
And this guy's gonna move off a little bit. There we go. There you go, Fabia. You are up.
I still have that guy targeted, so I'm gonna try to sink another arrow into him.
Yeah, you have line of sight. It was close, but you have line of sight.
Nice.
There we go.
Well, you could hit me. I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Bring it, little girl. Bring it.
Whew, nice.
She brought it.
And I did.
So as he's like running through the green field, like, okay, I just wanted to get one more hit in and then I'm gonna leave. As he's leaving,
So-
he just from across the quad.
Mm-hmm.
So, Fabia, as you marvel at the fact that this was a 60-foot shot, right? You also realize the biggest hit you've made in Dungeons and Dragons. So that was your biggest hit.
Nice.
Karen, you're up.
All right. Let's see.
So you're
Unless
flanked
it's
by
the-
dead bodies. So things you know, Karen. Things you know. You know that a guy, like one of the guys, disappeared through the door to the right. You don't know where they are, and the rest left the building proper.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go down here between these two.
All right. So Karen comes bursting through the doors.
I'm gonna, let's see. Let me look at damage. Hang on. Black Whiskers and Stylish. Okay, I'm gonna target Stylish actually to start. Okay. Wait, I think somehow I have 2 targeted. Let me try that again. Okay. So I'm gonna rage and frenzy.
Ooh.
And to get an additional attack, and let's see, what do I get? I get a, I think I get a +2 on my damage as well. Okay, so let's see. Okay, attacking, stylish, whatever.
It's stylish bristles.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
All right. Effect: you may attack a threatened foe adjacent to your target at -5 if you wish as a free action. So after you do, so go ahead and roll your damage, and then after this is done, you can attack one more time, a third attack, someone who's adjacent with a -5.
Holy man.
Ooh, that's good.
Nice.
All right, so that's your first of 2, correct? Well, I mean, first of 2 official, then there's the third.
All right. Let's see. Now I'm gonna attack. Wait. Clear target. Black Whiskers here, and
Yeah,
All right.
Black Whiskers, he sucks.
nope.
All right, so now you have your crit attack. Just have to click -5. Wasn't that right? -5.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So here's my. Okay. So this one's my. Okay. Yeah. My extra attack.
Yeah.
All right. Big money. Big money. Oh.
Ooh, that's good.
Good
All right.
old-fashioned critical hit.
Yeah. So I do a +2 on your damage, and then call it a day because you got a
All
second
right.
crit.
Here we go.
Oh my god.
Yes. So Dick failed his saving throw, by the way.
With a 1.
Die. Oh wait, do my saving throws reset?
Yeah.
Well, they haven't,
Can you-
because I have 2 fails on there right now. It should be 1.
Oh shit!
I can't touch them.
I can. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, that should be fine.
There we go. How's that?
Yep.
I mean, it's not what you prefer, but it's as good as you're gonna get.
Right.
All right. So so go ahead and hit next. And Dynamite Lavender Helmet is up. And he like gets this look on his face like no, thank you, right? And let me see. Is this the door? That's the stove. Where's the door at for this thing? Oh, here we go. He's gonna pop back into the house. Skylar's up.
All right, I'm gonna yell to the guys at folks that I'm going after Limp in the
Cool.
room.
Yeah, good
All
call.
right.
I'm heading after Limp, so I run after him.
I'm gonna shout to him, "Don't kill him yet. Just knock him out."
Good call.
I'll try. No guarantees. So I move, Thomas.
All right. Yeah, I hit yes. It's super laggy for some reason.
No worries.
All right. So he sees you. He sees you. Come into the room, like you're now face to face, and he yells out like,
Yeah, there's too many of them. They're killing us all. Like at the top of his
lungs. So at the top of the lungs, he yells that. And now it's your turn.
So can I attack him?
You sure can, unless you want to make friends.
No. You hurt my friend. I'm gonna try
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
All right. So until the rest of this, you have to roll with disadvantage until this
Okay.
encounter is over. All right. And that ends your turn. Go ahead and hit next.
Yep. 1 second.
And then, upon his call, 2 more dudes pop out of the big house to the east.
Oy.
So now in the courtyard, you have 1, 2, 3 people. 1 ran back into a house, and then you have a Limp, near that sort of storeroom thing. All right. So Withered Thumbs is his turn. Now, see, they don't know what's happening. They just popped out. So he's gonna head over. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 30. He has no ranged weapons. That is the end of his attack. Or that's the end of his turn. Stalwart is now up. Stalwart is where? Down here. He has seen. So he sees his pal out of the corner of his eye, so he's going to head out. And he yells out,
Get back out here, you coward!
and he goes to here. That ends his turn. All right, so as far as the guys outside know, there's only a couple people on the patio. Just so you know. Cyrus, it's you.
One of them is Karen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Surrounded by bodies.
So, did no, I guess not. I was gonna see if I could pick up the head of one of those red bands on my way out the door. Never mind. Let's do this. So I will move. Oh wait, no, that's wall. Hold on. Hold on. Can you cancel that? Thank you. So that's 20. And then
You're gonna pay for this mess before you leave my pub.
Yeah.
You've made quite the
I'm good.
mess.
I'm good for it. Okay. I am going to point at Mr. Stalwart. Lorem ipsum dolor sita met. And I'm
Nice.
letting a Alright, is it cast or it's yeah, alright.
Oh shoot.
Oh, jeez.
Target gains its level in temporary hit points. Oh my god.
All right, so it is. Which one is it? Stalwart. It is a level.
It's either really great, really terrible.
Oh. Well, it's only a level 2.
Yeah,
So
so
it gets
two
an
more hit points.
2 more hit points. So temp 2. All right. Noodle, you're up.
All right,
Now-
so that was weird.
Now you
We
can't
saved Nick.
you have what, 4 spell slots in 2 seconds. So I guess you have cure wounds. You could cure wounds again if you wanted, or you can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because clearly, old boy is dying
That's-
over here.
That's how it works, right? Yeah. You have to be you have to lay your hands on him.
Oh, lay your hands.
I tried. Okay, and here we
All right.
go. Give it to it. Cure.
To be fair, I was in the back at the start of this, and then all these
Yes,
people
you
came
were.
outside.
It's true.
It's
Good
true.
point.
You got
But
it.
to be fair,
Oh.
you guys did.
Crap. I'm sorry. That was a bad one.
It's better than none. He's alive.
Yeah,
To be fair,
true.
you guys did. You did a perception check and were informed that there were people in all of the buildings around you,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
potentially,
Yes.
and there was
You know what
some people
kind of
outside.
people.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
It's a town.
Exactly.
Oh, let
He's
me
heading
fix-
over.
I'm gonna do second spell.
There we go. He is done with his turn. Limp. So Limp has a tough decision to make here. Like, does he try to flee, but he sees that you're following him, so he's just going to go ahead and attack. And he wishes he hadn't.
Fumbles.
Okay, poisoned. Hold on. Poison. Defeated curses. Oh my god.
Joe,
He's poisoned. God, that was a horrible sound.
That was awful.
That was his first attack. I think if he fumbles, that's going to end his turn, actually. Little Zippy, it's you.
He swings and then instantly throws up.
Do we want to do it? Do we want to do another round, or we want to call it here?
Yeah, it's your guys' call.
I'd say let's pause here.
Yeah, we're at the top of the combat tracker. I'm good with that too.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right.
So you have just sort of the lay of the land, so I can listen to this bit later on and remind myself. You've dispatched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And in sight that you're aware of is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're about halfway through the bandits. And the barmaid is none too pleased, you know.
Who's gonna clean this up?
Any of the
Who's
town
gonna
folks
pay
like
for this?
looking out or wanting to join us?
What was that? I didn't catch that.
Any of the townsfolk aware of what's going on and coming over to look or maybe join us?
Yes. So just something to think about. Like the townsfolk didn't go after, like, they're good people, but they're terrified of these guys. They didn't even try to rescue the people that got stolen. Right? They're hoping that you're going to do that. So yeah. And you've spent a little bit of time talking to them. There's probably many a tale that you guys can tell. You can hear next time. But I want to thank you all for killing stuff, because I was getting a little bored of all of the talky talk. So so there you go. So how do we end this? I guess I go, until next time on the Elegant 8 Adventure Side, or whatever we're calling the show.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you, guys.
everyone.
Thanks, Tom. This was awesome.
It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
You guys.
Thanks for the game.
Thank you.